Hey, I hope you guys are having a beautiful night and I hope you all are having a beautiful holiday. Listen, I had a question yesterday from one of my videos that I posted. The question read, "Hello Kirk, how do you deal with those feelings and pain after you let go?" Okay? Especially if you love him. Even though it wasn't real to him, it was real to us, which is her. I think in any situation, it's the feelings and the pain that is the hardest because we had an image of something that wasn't real, but real to us. You know what brings us the most pain, unfortunately, is the image that we place in our minds, our expectations of what the person is and what the relationship is and how we were supposed to happen and how we were supposed to not end and how it was supposed to be. And that image is in your mind based on certain things that you assume about the person, about the relationship. And when that image don't align with the reality, we fight and we fuss. We get angry because the image that we place here and the reality wasn't the same. You have to understand it is okay. One of the best things to do is to accept the reality. You must accept the truth. The truth is, it is over. The person has moved on. That person no longer is there. They no longer want you. And when you are able to accept that, no matter what you feel is irrelevant, because your feelings are not wrong. It's a beautiful experience. To feel like you felt when you love somebody, the more you fight that feeling, the more you resist that feeling, is the more it grows stronger. See, many of us are trying to fight and resist the feeling of when you love someone. And then when the person is gone and the relationship is over, you're fighting the feeling. Then your feelings begin to get stronger and stronger and stronger, even though you have no more relationship. Why? Because you are giving too much energy to it. See, when you resist and when you fight, what you are doing, you are sending energy to the feeling, to the situation, to your own experience in your mind. And it gets stronger and stronger. And the more it gets stronger, the more you get upset and the more you get angry. And that anger and that resistance fuels the feelings again. So now it's a never-ending process. What you must do is you must allow the feelings to be what they are. Remember, your feelings are not wrong. You have to understand this. Your feelings are not wrong. They're not bad. If that person was a part of you and you accepted them, and that's okay. But now it takes a while to leave. But it leaves when you leave it alone. If a person name comes to you, a person picture pops up, that person text message pops up, a call pops up, and you fight and resist it, you start over again. You start the process over. It gets stronger and stronger. If it pops up and you just realize, I love this person. This person is a good person. This person was somebody I once loved. I still love them. You realize you're more relaxed. You have to accept sometimes that things are not meant to be. You have to accept sometimes that it is over. You have to accept that it is what it is. And when you accept that, the feelings are not wrong. It's like if I'm on a diet and I have a craving for pizza, I can understand that, hey, I have a craving. It's a natural thing. I've ate pizza for more than 20, 30 years. The cravings ain't going nowhere because it became a part of my diet. But now that I'm on a different diet, the craving ain't going nowhere. But when the craving comes, I'm not angry because I know it will come. I'm expecting it to come. But when it comes, I don't fight it. I eat something else. I drink some water. When those feelings for that person comes, don't fight the feelings. Drink some water. Relax. And appreciate the fact that you still had those feelings of love. You still could actually love that person again. You still could care and you still have all those attributes that you wanted. You are a great person to still have those emotional responses. But when you fight those responses, you suffer. Listen, those feelings are not the issue. And in your note, you said those feelings are the issue on how to move on. Listen, those feelings are not the issue. The issue is not accepting the feelings, not accepting the situation, not accepting the breakup, not accepting the end of the relationship. That's the problem. The feelings are just feelings. They're not bad or good. It's just feelings. And one thing about moving on from those feelings is this. Just like how we never had to move on, or we never had to stop loving our grandparents or our parents that have passed on or moved on or have died. We never had to stop loving them for us to move on. That means that we don't have to stop loving somebody to move on either. Understand, love is a natural thing. Love is who you are. So when you love somebody, you don't have to get rid of the love for you to move on. Moving on is natural. Love is natural. And to be able to do both is a skill that you have to learn to accept. To love and to move on, when you can master the skill, you become powerful. Because love is not something that you should do once. It's something that you should do on a regular basis. One of the things that love is so dangerous, or why we make it so dangerous, is because we only want to do it once in a lifetime. Anything that we do once in a lifetime becomes a huge deal. Like, for instance, if you jump out of a plane one time in your lifetime, that one time got to be perfect. It got to be just the way how you want it to be. It got to go just the way how you expected. It got to go just the way how you planned, because that one time, if it doesn't go right, you don't know what you're going to do. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be miserable. But imagine for those people who jump out the plane every couple days. If one time sucked, it sucked. No big deal. Because I'm sure when I do it again, it's going to be better. So that one time, let's say I do it Tuesday, and Tuesday sucked. That was a bad experience. All right, let's do it again. See, when the problem is we are only falling in love, or we are only giving ourselves permission to love once in a lifetime. And the one time, got to be just right. That's why we're supposed to love more often. See, people who practice love on a regular basis, they're okay. The feeling is just a feeling. It's a natural experience. This is why you got to do it on a regular basis. Many of us suffer because we only do things one time, two times, because we think love is special. Love is not special. Love is what we are. We are special, but love is what we are. Love should happen on a daily basis. The reason why we fight the love is because we think it's a shame. We think it's a bad thing. We think it's a weakness, and it's not a weakness. It's not a weakness. So when you have this type of information or knowledge, you learn that I can love you and still be okay. I can love you and not have you and still be perfectly fine. I can love you and do nothing with you and I'm still good. When you could understand that, you let people be. You understand that it didn't work. It didn't last, and that's perfectly fine. Listen, the feelings is not the issue. It's not. It was never the issue. The issue is you just can't accept what happened. The issue is you think love is special. Love is a one-time thing or a two-time thing in your life. Love should be a regular thing. Your heart, the more it loves, the more often it loves, is the more stronger it gets. The reason why our hearts can't take it is because it's like going to the gym one time and the body gets sore. I ain't going again. Then you wait a couple years, and then to go, you have to build up the confidence and the motivation to go, because you know you're expecting the pain again. Because you go again after a couple years and you get sore again and you can't move and you can't walk for a couple days. Or like somebody like me who goes every day and I keep getting sore. Soreness is not a big deal anymore. I learn how to walk with it. I learn how to move on. How to sit on the toilet. Because you know sometimes when your legs get sore, you can't sit on the toilet. But you learn to do those things in it. And that's why you don't suffer. You keep going and you keep going and you keep going. You don't have to stop because you love. Moving on is a natural thing. You don't have to try to move on because you love. Love is nothing to do with that person. It's about you. Love is nothing to do with the other person. The other person was there before you love, and they're going to be there after you love. It's about you having the understanding and the courage to continue, because love is a natural thing. So I'm telling you, man, the reason why the pain is there a lot of times is because you're fighting it. Have you ever tried to cry? Or have you ever wanted to cry for a movie, but you was fighting it, and your throat began to hurt, and you begin to feel funny because you was holding it back? Well, that's what happens when you're going through this pain and you're trying to fight the pain and you're fighting. Let the pain happen. It's just you just don't want to let go. If you can let go, the pain will subside. If you can relax and understand, this happens. This is just an experience. But yet you love again. And you do it again. And you do it again. And after a while, you'll see how not that serious love really is. This is all we should be doing, is loving. Society is teaching us to not love once in a lifetime because it's a big deal, and it's not. And Christ is saying, love everybody as you love yourself. Everybody. It's a big difference. When you love everybody as you love yourself, even if one person don't love you back, you okay. Even if 2 people don't love you back, you still have 8 billion people loving you. It is okay. That's the beautiful part of it. You're only doing something one time in your life. That's why it's so hard. That's what I'm saying. Do it often. You see how not serious it is. I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments, okay?